What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the farm. Just getting started on boil number 5. Yeah, boil number 5, I believe it is. Do not have a ton of sap that I'm sitting on. I am a little bit worried. I think the season might be wrapping up on us here a little bit early. Been a weird weather year, guys. It was 70 today, like 72 degrees. It's February 15th. It's the day after Valentine's Day. It was 72 degrees today. Didn't hardly get 15 gallons maybe off of 65 taps, right around 65 taps. Only about 20 gallons the day before, only about 20 gallons the day before that. I've been posting some in the Ohio Maple Syruping group that I belong to on Facebook, and from what it sounds like, it's kind of been a down sap year for a lot of people. Weird temperature stuff. I've had quite a few people suggest to me that they said that they track a whole lot more data than what I track, and they were saying that barometric pressure has been really high consistently so far for the whole month of February. So even when we were having big temperature swings, 3 or 4 days ago, I had what I thought would have been perfectly ideal conditions for huge sap flows, 25, 26 degrees in the overnight, well up into the 40s during the day, and I wasn't hardly seeing over 20 gallons off of 65 taps. Days like that in the past, there have been days where those end up being 60, 70, 80 gallon days, and we just never have had any of those this season. So it's been kind of weird. Cold front is blowing in tonight. The silver maples are all about to bud, it looks like. That's one of those telltale signs that, hey, the season is probably about to wrap up. But we are heading into what looks like another good stretch of weather over these next few days. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope that maybe we eke this out another week or so, because we would really like another week of production. That was a really long intro. But anyways, it's already almost 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm just getting going. I don't have any intention of even getting to a draw off this evening, but we are going to go ahead and I'm just going to try to rip through as much firewood as I can in the next hour and a half, 2 hours, and get this cooked down as much as I can. I'll let it cool overnight, and then good chance I'll probably put it into my big old pot that I got here, and we'll put it in the cooler. My only worry is if I leave the sap that I have, today is Wednesday, this is the stuff I've collected since Sunday. If I leave this sitting around till the weekend, especially with as warm as it was today, I'm just worried that it's gonna spoil, and I just can't have that happen. With it already being a pretty low production season so far, I can't run the risk of wasting anything, so we're gonna get this cooked as hot and as fast as we can tonight. Like I said, we're not gonna try to finish it, but then worst case scenario, if I only get another 10 or 15 gallons Thursday, Friday, that wouldn't be enough for me to boil again this weekend, especially if the season, like I said, it's looking like it might be over. I don't want to waste a drop of sap. So I'm going to get this cooked down so it doesn't spoil, get it close as we can get it in the next couple of hours. It's only about 30 gallons that we got to cook. It's already been RO'd. It was up to about 7% sugar. So it is going to be some, it will be a decent yield. But, man, a little bit frustrated with the season. But I guess when you try to plan for Mother Nature, this is kind of what happens to you. So got the RO plugging away with the stuff that I collected today. We'll see if we can get as much of that onto the evaporator as we can tonight. Get as much water out as we can and add it to whatever we get for Saturday for this weekend. So far so good, about an hour and a half in, and it is ripping. I'm having to keep it running pretty steady to keep up with the boil off rate. Everything I have is in these 2 pans right now. So really just hoping to get to the point everything in that pre-warmer makes it down in here. I'm hoping, my thought kind of is, if I can get some good boil on everything, we'll kill any bacteria that was in any of it, and then that's what's going to help carry it over a few more days to the weekend. So I've had good luck with this in the past. You know, 2-day boils. I've probably even stretched out like a 3-day boil before, you know, trying to get a bunch done when we're running heavy during the week. And, you know, I don't get home from work till, you know, 4 o'clock, and, you know, there just aren't 12 hours to boil. And, you know, I will sacrifice some sleep, but, you know, Taylor will put me out of the house if I get too grumpy. So I got to make sure that I get some. So hopefully another half an hour or so, and we're shut it down for the evening. Alrighty, letting the fire die out. Just got one big log in there. Gonna kind of let it smolder, choke it down real good. That's what we got. Shutting her down. Catch up with you guys. Back up and running this morning. It's actually been a couple of days. I mentioned, I think I talked about, you know, we were a little worried that the season might be wrapping up, but the weather was looking good on the weekend. So I thought, let's go ahead and see what the run gives us this weekend, and pulled off about 30 gallons this morning. So we froze up solid for 2 days, got warm again, and got a little bit of run last night. So got that loaded up, some of that loaded up in the pre-warmer. The rest of it's back there working itself through the RO. Gonna keep bringing it over as I need to keep stuff in the pre-warmer, but gonna try to get as much water pulled out with the RO as I can in the meantime. So probably a couple hours this morning. Gonna try to do it as just one big draw off. It'll probably be, you know, 2.5 gallons of syrup once it's finished. So gonna try to get it all there at the same time and just do it all in one go, bottle it all up in one go. Try to make it a little easy. We just finished up. We ended up with 22 and this little partial bottle here. So, you know, a little under 2 gallons. See, it's a nice dark, but it's not the super dark. This is actually about my favorite grade. This is where I really enjoy it personally. So, yeah, got my fingers crossed. Hopefully the run continues today. It was running pretty good. I collected this morning, probably shoot out again this afternoon. But anyways, that's gonna be for the next vlog. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, think about hitting that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, y'all, we will see you.